Everybody, welcome to the Sydney Cricket Ground in Australia and the semi-final of the ICC World Cup 2015. What a country this is, a country whose history is vested in the great game of cricket, and this ground itself full of so much history and storytelling. Yes, the Australians like to bat first in one-day cricket, particularly on these hard and often pacey surfaces in Australia. Aaron Finch and David Warner yet to make the mark in the tournament we thought they might. Steve Smith, Michael Clarke, Shane Watson has shown form, Glenn Maxwell breathtaking at times. James Faulkner has proven to be a match winner. Brad Haddin coming in as late as number 8, and then the fast bowlers Mitchell Johnson, Mitchell Starc, the bowler of the tournament so far, along with Trent Boult and Josh Hazlewood. And there the Indian side with Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane, Suraj Raina, MS Dhoni. We're ready to play. Richard Kettleborough, the English umpire, will give that instruction now. Here we go. Mohammad Shami to Aaron Finch. Oh, the ask. Just sliding down the leg side, not a lot in it. Sort of half a peel, I think. Mohammad Shami, there wasn't a lot from Dhoni.
Yeah, it's went the other way. I'm not sure Mohammad Shami realised that it's gone the other way. He looks to take the ball away from the right-hander, but the length for me has been brilliant.
Be careful when they use a short ball. I think that's been the important thing for the Indian fast bowlers. They've used the short ball well, but at the right time. This is a good contest, this, Warner and Shami.
And Shami wins the first little piece of it. Only a moral victory, but he beats the outside edge. That'll lift India.
And Shami has done pretty well against David Warner. I think out of all the Indian fast bowler, he's the one guy that can run it across David Warner on that length and try and nick him off. And straight away, Shami's found his length. He's got good seam presentation, and the ball's actually zipped through quite well, a little bit of swing. So you said, is it a good toss to lose, Mark? Maybe it is.
The spikes are getting in. It was pretty dry at the start of the game, this pitch. And Umesh Yadav will bowl the second over.
Nice. Good move into the ball from David Warner. And without perfect timing, it makes it to the boundary.
Normally the Sydney Cricket Ground would be the fastest outfield in Australia. Adelaide's a bit thick and Perth's quite quick one way. Brisbane's big. Melbourne would be the slowest, but this year in the World Cup we've seen it be the fastest. But David Warner pushed. This was nothing more than a little punch down the ground, and it raced away for 4. So it shows you this pace in the outfield is still pretty quick.
Oh, great stroke. No apparent sign of nerves. Beautiful strike for David Warner. 14 for no wicket.
I don't think he hit it exactly where he wanted it, David Warner. Just back of a length, hitting the top of the bat. But it just goes the distance. It's not very big boundaries at that side of the ground. Just helps it. This is a high-scoring ground. The SCG just gets over the bar.
For Ruskin, it's very straight. But it is an out, says Richard Kettleborough. India won't review, not this early, not this uncertainly.
Not out, said umpire Kettleborough.
Good decision, I think. It looked like it nipped back again like the ball before. Yeah, look at that, and the height. That's going to go over the top of the stumps. Close. It's good bowling here, good build-up.
No fine leg for Umesh Yadav.
Looks out, backs out, I'm afraid. And it's David Warner. And Umesh Yadav has his man, and what a man it is. What a moment.
That's good bowling from India. There's pressure from Mohammad Shami at the other end. And Umesh Yadav strikes. A big wicket. Just stops onto Warner, outside edge. And an easy catch to Virat Kohli at mid-off. India strike, Umesh Yadav strike.
12 to David Warner, 15 for 1 here. Been a golden summer for Steve Smith. And swing it straight away. 5 men are behind square on the offside as Smith sprints back for a couple.
Well, just looking at this swing, it looks like Yadav just rolled his fingers across it too, and maybe as we're talking about this pitch, just a little bit too paced. It seemed to not get to David Warner. You can see him roll his fingers across it, just maybe close the face a bit too soon, but didn't quite get to David Warner like he wanted to. That's a big wicket and celebrated by Yadav, and why not? That's a huge wicket for India. The crowd goes off the sea of blue here in Sydney.
What a stroke. What a stroke. Stand still and watch the ball onto the blade of the bat. We saw the maker's name there.
Actually, there wasn't a lot of foot movement. There was more the bat. You see his feet just stand there, just swung through the line, didn't try and overhit it. Excellent stroke, and that's a shot for the man in form.
Well, that's a beauty. That's what Ganguly wants to see from Aaron Finch, or doesn't want to see, depending on your take.
It doesn't want to see, Mark. And overall, that's a fabulous cricket shot. We are here to talk about the game, and that's exactly what I was saying. Pitched up, great seat position, and have a look at that. He didn't try to crash it, just showed the maker's name.
Excellent.
Leg slip again to Smith.
No, but Smith finds a little space. Mentioned his ability to do that. It's a shortish boundary, not short, but shortish. And Smith has run hard, as he always does, and has 3. It's 31 for 1. Oh, what a beauty! Fast, full, swinging.
Almost 148 kilometers an hour, and it's great to see. Just beating for pace. Full in delivery. He was late on it. The bat came down after the ball went past. Swing as well. That's terrific stuff from India.
It was in the air, but hit the gap, and that's the shot aside. We'll get that for 4.
He's in there for a while. I think it's towards the toe of the bat. Steve Smith with his hardest now for a little while. Let's just have a look at the air. Went in the air, but wide of the man. That's the key. And this outfit is very, very quick.
Great shot through mid-wicket. Picked up the short ball superbly well and punished it to the mid-wicket boundary.
A good shot from Steve Smith. It was wide, wasn't it? So he had the angle to free his arms and control the shot. Kept it on the ground. Probably wasn't high enough, was it? It was about chest high. If he's going to bowl the short one, yeah, it's got to be up shoulder high. And controlled beautifully.
And that's 4 more. Now the 3rd boundary in the order. He's getting a move on.
That sticks all right.
Seems to come off the face pretty nicely. Rushed to that square leg boundary. 2 short balls in the over from Yadav, and both have been dealt with superbly well. Smith really making a statement there. Oh, another one. Great shot. Racing to the square leg boundary again. Finally, there's no chance.
Look at the Smith might have said, bring it on. When we talk about the Indians bowling shot, they've taken a lot of wickets with the shot, they've gone right through the storm.
They mark hits the nail on the head, though. A lot of in-between deliveries. It's not really a bounce, their head height, it's chest height. Allows Smith to get on top of it, roll his wrists, and he's played 3 superb pull shots in this over.
Well, if it's going to work, it's going to make quickly, because the short ball is vanishing to the boundary very, very quickly.
They've got to be careful now, the Indians, because this pitch has just lost a bit of its zip. Its initial shine goes off the new hard ball. It's just going to sit up very nicely. And the 50 partnership comes up like 55 balls, and Aaron Finch might be a confidence booster for him, that one.
Jadeja to start his 2nd over, just 6 off the first one. Very handy player for the Indian team. Great punch there from Finch. That's the power the right-handed Victorian's got. A little bit of whip. That'll give him plenty of confidence. 27 off 44 now.
Still a pitch from Jadeja. Preferred. Instead of Ravi Ashwin, that was the other option Dhoni could have gone to. It's just too wide and pitch. Finch did well there and try and hit it 2 square. Sort of the field was the deep point boundary. Just hit it past the diving cover. That's a good shot. Was short and wide from Rohit Sharma. There's nobody there.
Yeah, talking about Aaron Finch's technique, you can see how he stands there with the bat in the air before the ball's bowled. I'm sure he does that to try and get himself to stand up so he doesn't fall over as much. He puts that away nicely, but as Damien Fleming said a moment ago, most top-order players will put that away. That short and wide deserve to get hit. But he stands there with that bat sort of parallel to the ground to try and avoid falling over. And if he keeps his balance, we all know the power he's got, he can make lots of runs.
And that's 50 up for Stephen Smith. It's been a fantastic summer. He's getting the RSI from raising that bat for his milestones. But a fantastic night. Get time to back here as well. After 19, 100 for 1, the Australians.
Thanks to Damien Fleming, 4 runs. Finch has started to wait on the ball now. Use a bit of the pace there. And give him credit for the courage of this innings. He's resolved to hang on in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's missed out on a few just outside off stump. Ashwin not shy of bowling that attacking line, even though he isn't spinning much. He's just gripping. And Finch in the last couple of overs have missed a few and hit the fielder.